Alright, so today's video, we're going to talk about this Pathfinder Rituals. So if you don't know what that is, if you simply click on either Gambit, Crucible, or Vanguard, which we'll show off here, down here in the corner, it's called Pathfinder. Click it, loads up this, same thing for all of them, right? You click on the Gambit one, same thing down here in the corner. There it is, same thing. You click back, you click on Crucible, down here in the corner, same thing, right? Simple as that, easy, simple. Alright, we also have a Pathfinder for Pale Heart, and I'm going to explain the difference between these two. Pale Heart Pathfinder, pretty simple. You go kill stuff, you kill ads, use certain weapons, use certain elements, whatever. Prismatic stuff doesn't really work though, which is kind of dumb. Bungie should really look at that. I don't know why the prismatic doesn't work for certain things, but whatever. Some of them are also glitched, so they should definitely fix that. But yeah, anyways, so it's simple. You know, you kill stuff, you do overthrows, you do stuff on the Pale Heart. Makes sense. Kill some stuff here and there, you collect up some nodes, collect chests. It's simple. Simple as that. Get loot, awesome. Makes sense. It's big, it's obvious, you can see it when you click on the map. You're like, ooh, what's this up here? And you're like, oh, I got challenges to do, and ooh, I get this loot right here. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. It gives even, what is it? What is this stuff called? Rank. It gives up rank. Look, you get, I believe it's 25 per node. Gives you ghost reputation rank per node of these. So all of these give 25, all of these 25, all these, and all these. Truthfully, it should be a ranking system where these give 25 and these give like 30, 35, 45, 50. I think that's how it should work. And then this would give 150 or 200, whatever it is. I think it gives like 300 something. But yeah, I think that's how they should actually do it. But anyways, that's not my concern. This one makes sense. Then we go down to Bungie, let me flip and hit back. Then we go down to Rituals. And now let's look at Rituals. Starting off right off the bat, all we get is XP. No rank or nothing. Look at this. No rank for that. No rank for Crucible. No rank for Gambit. No rank for Strikes. Like, look at that. No rank, no rank, no rank. So the ones that are focused purely for individuals have no rank, which you think they would because they're focused. They tell you to focus that period. And you're like, okay, well, these maybe they don't have it because it makes sense, right? Because obviously it says all, which honestly it should have like 25 rank. I think it should be 25 as well, just like the Pale Heart. 25 per each one. For all of them. If it's this, it should be all of them. But fuck that. Let's just go simply to the biggest problem here. Let's talk about the biggest problem of why I hate this. Why Pathfinder Rituals is the worst thing they've ever added. As you see, I've got quite a bit done, right? Oh, what's this? Oh, I had to do sniper kills in PvE. Cool. Oh, look, Crucible. Oh, look, this. I did this in Crucible. Oh, look, fucking Vanguard. Fuck that. Oh, look, Crucible. All of this was done in Crucible. This obviously wasn't done in Crucible. And look at this one. I can't finish this because I need to get Cabal bosses. You know how many strikes there are? You know how many few bosses there are that are Cabal? And do you know how many few have multiple bosses in it where you can get actually multiple percentage? Not many, because each of these bosses that says earn bonus progress only gives you 2 instead of 1. So I kill a boss, I get 2 instead of 1. Cool, right? Awesome. So I have to do like 5 strikes? Like, fuck that. No. It's not literally 5, it's less. But still, my point is, I have to do multiple strikes. Unless there's one I found that you get really lucky on, it drops a ton. But guess what? You know what the odds of that strike dropping is? 1 in however the fuck many there are. And guess what? I went for an hour just to get it to drop earlier, because this is my second reset. But then I got this exact same one again, and I couldn't get the Cabal one to drop. Pissed me the fuck off. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm a PvP player. I'm a shit PvP player, but I'm a PvP player. I don't like PvE. Gambit, trash. Fuck Gambit. Used to be good, now it sucks. Vanguard, trash. Fuck it. Strikes are the same fucking thing over and over again. There's no variations. There's no mechanical changes. There's nothing. It's simply shoot some fucking ads, throw a ball in something, and kill the boss. It is stupidly simple. It's boring as hell, and there's nothing to it. It's why I hate strikes. Hate them. The only time they're decent, there's a few of them that are decent on GMs, and that's it. The rest of them are boring as hell still. Pointless. And I don't want to do this. Bungie advertised the Pathfinder Rituals as this. This is how I perceived it by what they said. I don't remember exactly what they said. Look it up. I promise you can find it. It's in one of their twids or their announcement things. I don't know. They talked about Pathfinders a lot. They advertised it. The way they said it made me think, if I wanted to play Crucible all day, I could play Crucible all day, reset this however many times they said you could to get Bright Dust to make up for the fact that they got rid of bounties in the challenge system. And yet, here it is requiring me to play Strikes or Gambit to finish it off for the second time in a row. Why? This is not me playing what I want, Bungie. This is me playing what you want me to play because you're upset there's not enough people playing these two things. Why do you think these two are at the end? Every single time I've reset, they're always at the fucking end. Why? Because these are the two activities people don't play that much in. Like, actually, Strikes are, I think, have the most player base, so I'm actually confused on that one, truthfully. But still, Gambit barely anyone plays anymore. We all know it. It's sad. It sucks, though, because, yeah, it's been trash. But, yeah. So, I don't know what's going on with Bungie and what universe they thought they're smoking that they thought this was a great idea. They advertise this as doing whatever you want, for however long you want, and you get rewarded for it, which is this loot. But currently, this is horrible. Everything else this season has been perfect and spot on. I loved every bit of it. The fact you get no rank from this for any of the things, even the ones that make you focus, don't give you rank for what they make you focus, which is stupid. And then they decided to put, oh, well, you have to do one of these two. No. I'm sorry, worst system ever. This is worse than the challenges, this is worse than the bounty system. I'd take any of that back over this, because this prevents me from going into Crucible all day and playing Crucible. If I want to get this Bright Dust, I have to play fucking Strikes or Gambit, which we all know I don't fucking like. And I believe, for a fact, every single person that plays this game, that plays mostly Strikes, mostly Gambit, or mostly Crucible, agrees with this. The casual gamer, the normal players, think this is stupid. Hell, I think even the better players that play PvP all day, I think they think this is stupid. Straight off the bat, worst system they've ever added. It requires you to play something you don't want to play if you want to get rewarded. No, I'm not doing it. This reset was the one I did just now, and then this one is the last time. I'm not resetting it. This one ain't happening. I refuse to do this. I'm not going to go play Strikes all day just to or load in and out 20 times over for an hour to try to get these stupid bosses done because I need a Cabal one. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going into fucking Gambit so I can find a fucking hive. The only reason I'm going to touch either of these two is next week it's supposed to be Gambit increased rank. I'll do that for the ornaments, because I do that for the weapon ornaments every season. Same thing when it Strikes, but I won't do this beforehand. I refuse to. And this resets every week, so that means all this progress will be gone next week, and I have to start over. And the moment, if I get it done, I get a reset and cool, awesome. But I'm not focusing past this. Next week, I'm getting the reset for Gambit, and whenever it's the Strikes, I'm getting the reset for it, and I ain't touching shit again. Period. None of it's getting touched again. Because I don't care for it. And they advertised this thing was supposed to let you do what you wanted to do it. Everything else nailed on the head. The other Pathfinder, nailed on the head. This new Pathfinder, this one is shit. This is the worst system in the game. The other problem I have with it is, why the fuck's it so small in the corner? You look at the Pale Heart, you're like, ooh, look at the Pale Heart, look at this. Boom, 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 right in your eyes, right? You're like, ooh, what's this over here? Ooh, it's big and obvious. Then you go to fucking Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard, and you're like, huh, I wonder where the Pathfinder is. Oh, tiniest fucking speck in the corner that no one's gonna fucking notice. I don't even think half the community knows this fucking exists. I'll be honest, they're probably wondering where their Bright Dust went. Well, it went into fucking Crucible, or it went to this, and it went to fucking Gambit and fucking Strikes. Like, who the fuck cares for Strikes? That's my point. My point is simple as this. Bungie, it should be one of two things. Either all of them should be this, where it says in Gambit, Crucible, or Vanguard, get kills with these weapons, this ability, this stuff, and through the whole thing. Or two, it should be individual paths. There should be a Vanguard one here, Gambit one here, and a Crucible one here, or wherever. It doesn't matter. They should be individual, separate. And they all lead to the same thing, so you get rewarded for it. That's simple, Bungie. This was horrible. This was stupid. You advertise this as do what you want when you want to get rewarded. Not, oh, if you want to get rewarded, you're going to have to go play a mode you think is worthless and pointless and you hate with a fucking passion. And yes, I'm not being dramatic there. I hate with a fucking passion both these. Strikes are boring as shit. There's no point to them. There's no mechanical changes, no enemy changes. There's nothing to them. They're trash. Gambit finally saw an update, and all the update was a different color Cabal. That's basically what we saw. They slightly changed the way the Cabal look by calling them Shadow Legion, but they still Cabal, they still die the same way, they have nothing new, nothing cool. So, pointless. Bungie, all I'm saying, everything else, you fucking nailed on the hammer, you nailed right. This shit was trash. Whoever designed this, legit, you need them to make them redo this shit, or you need to fucking kick them, because they fucked this up for you. And this is more important than everything else you've done in the game. And here's why. This is called ritual activity. Why would you call something ritual? Because this is literally 3/4 of the game. Is your Gambit, your Strikes, and your Crucible. It's 3/4 your game. Because guess what? Everyone sits there and says, oh, but Pale Heart's awesome. You're right, it is awesome. It's got cool shit. What are you going to do when you get everything? When you get the God Roll exotic armor if you want. You get the God Roll fucking weapons by getting them red bordered. What are you going to do? You're going to come play this? No. Less than 1% of people are going to come back and keep playing this because they enjoy it. Less than 1%. Why? Because that's how it is for every planet they bring back or bring out new. Cool destination, awesome stuff, but that's just how the game works. It's not Bungie's fault, it's no one's fault, it's just how it is. People don't have an incentive to stay. That's why they add the exotic armor drops from it. But again, people aren't going to stay forever because eventually they're going to get what they want. So, pointless. Same thing with seasonal content. Once you get everything out of there, you don't care anymore. Even if you enjoy it, again, less than 1% of people that play it go back and play it for fun. But what do people play every single day? They play raids, crucible, strikes, and gambit. Those are the 4 main things. Which, by the way, the fact there's not a raid one, there should be a raid Pathfinder. Add this to the thing. Every single raid should have a Pathfinder on the weekly rotation. So when it weekly rotates, that one should have a Pathfinder. It will drop 50 spoils. If you complete it, it'll drop its own vendor rank. There should be a vendor specifically for the raids. And then there should be a Pathfinder for the newest raid. Not a vendor, just a Pathfinder for the newest raid. And it drops a guaranteed red border if you complete the challenges on it, and it guarantees 50 spoils plus or whatever, whatever the spoils is. And it gives some enhancement cores or something, prisms, some extra shit. Why not? But then the ones that are rotating every week, there should be a guy in the tower specifically for them. His job is for the rotating ones. He has a rank system. You go and play them. You complete them. You get ranks for them. You complete bounties and stuff, which the bounties are the Pathfinder, and you get rewarded for it. You get rewarded the weapons from that specific one. Guaranteed red border extra. That's how that should go. Pathfinders need to be more of them, and they need to be done right. And Bungie, you didn't do right with this one. This one thing has literally made me so annoyed because they advertise this as do what you want and get rewarded. Not, oh, you have to go play something else. That's all I'm saying. I think this is a shitty system. Everything else was great this season. I'm enjoying this season. But guess what? I'm a Crucible player. Once I finish getting, which I'm about to be finished getting everything, when I finish, I'm in Crucible all day, every day, no matter what. This is my life. I might not be the best Crucible player, but I still play Crucible because I enjoy it. Even when it stresses me the fuck out, I still enjoy it more than I enjoy these. Fuck these two. So, Bungie's telling me I'm never going to get a reset, I'm never going to get another ounce of Bright Dust. I don't have fucking the money to go spend silver every time there's new content like the average player. I'm an average player. So, Bungie, the fuck. That's all I'm saying. The fuck you do. That's the video. I apologize for ranting, but my point I think got across period. Really well. Bungie, shit. Your Ritual Pathfinder is shit. You need to replace it with a better one, and you need to do it sooner rather than later because nobody's going to know this exists for 1, and 2, nobody's going to go out and do this, which means nobody's going to get this. If your system is trying to get people to play other activities, make the other activities fun. Add Mayhem Gambit. Add some sort of weapons-only Gambit or some sort of crazy abilities-only Gambit. Add strikes that have something similar as well, where it's only abilities, only weapons, cool mechanics where you have to go do certain things, activate stuff, change the bosses around in different ones. Do stuff like that. People will play these more. They'll be more entertaining. It's that simple. My point is, Ritual Pathfinder sucks. It's shit. Fix it. That's my point. Y'all have a good day. We out. Adios. Y'all have a good day. We outie.